Good afternoon, it's Tuesday, big week this week, starting on London on the Sunday, first game of the season, so everybody's getting a little bit, starting to get a bit excited about that. Just thought I'd say a few words before the season starts. Obviously, it's the £10 admission, that's the big news of this season, trying to get as many people as we can to come to the club, which is why we've reduced the admission to £10, and obviously the season tickets to £110. So if you get the season tickets online, you could be able to get them posted to you, or you can collect them at the club. But try to get them before the first home game if possible, rather than having to rush at the last minute. Any problems online? Apparently there's some issues with a browser, and you just need to change your browser. I don't know why that is. I'm not exactly au fait with internet things. So just hope that we can see as many people as possible coming to the club. That's the reduction in prices thanks to sponsors, and in particular Danny and Joe Bulcock, who came up with the idea really and have driven it right from the word go. So they're big sponsors of the club, and I'd like to thank them and all the other sponsors involved in this project. Which brings me to another few things, what's going to be happening this year. Obviously the idea is that the price is reduced, and we're hoping you can support the club if you can in any other way. The war chest will be taking place this year. If you've already been in previously and you've got a number, you'll just keep the same number. Remember, you're sponsoring the club, £5 to win a game. So if we don't win a game, you don't pay into the war chest. If we do, you help build a fund up to pay the players for the match payments. And you can pay £100 for the full season, and then each win that we have is a £100 draw. That will take place in Ron's Lounge at about 2 o'clock before every home game. We've got a few from the end of last season, a few draws to make, so we'll do that at the Swinton game. And whether hopefully we can get a win at London. It's going to be difficult, long way down there, and we didn't win there last year, so we just have to see what happens there. It's good that the Woodmen are running a bus there. I'm sure it's nearly full, not quite there, so you need to check with them if you fancy going to London. I think it's £30 to go on the bus down to the Wimbledon area of London. So I mentioned the war chest, mentioned London. Thankfully all the players have been sponsored already. We've got 27 players this year at the moment, and every one of them has been sponsored, so a big thank you to people who've sponsored a player. We are about to launch today or tomorrow a raffle. A couple of friends from Manchester, Trevor and Anita Horton, who come to some games but not every game, have bought a couple of season tickets, and they want them to be raffled to try to raise a bit more money for the club. So a big thank you to Trevor and Anita. So there's going to be a raffle online this week for a season ticket. If you've already got a season ticket, there will be an alternative prize of hospitality for 2 at a game. So one way or another, there'll be something that I'm sure will appeal to you if you can support that raffle this week, and then we'll do another one next week for a season ticket again. And then the week after, we're going to do a raffle for 2 tickets to the Pink Ball. And obviously that brings me to the Pink Ball. This year is the 10th year of Beverley's Pink Weekend. We're trying to raise as much money as we possibly can. And there is a Pink Ball on the 11th of March. That's at Blenheim House, £50 a ticket. That's obviously a meal, I think pre-drinks and a DJ and a party night basically at Blenheim House. So if you can support that, please do so. And then the final thing I want to say is just about, we've got a few events. Some are booked, some are about to be booked. Basically music events at the club. There to get people up to the club, obviously in the first place, but also to raise money to then help the club. So if you can come to these events, please do so. At the moment, we've got a Queen tribute act, which we had last year, which was absolutely superb, which will be on the Sunday after the coronation on, I think it's the 6th of May. We've got a Meatloaf tribute at the end of June. We've got Eton Rifles, I think it's the 19th of August. We're trying to get an ABBA tribute, and we're going to have a Pink Fest for local bands. So if you can support those events, you'll have a very good night out, and it will be helping the club raise money and get people at the stadium. Obviously I'm here in front of the heritage wall. Every player that's ever played for the club has been given a heritage number. Craig Lingard and his helpers have now completed it, and we have on this wall here 1,757 names of players who played for Batley since the first game in September 1895. The last one being Martin Riley from last season. So if you ever come up to the bar up here and you fancy looking for a particular name of a player on the wall, here it is. Great effort from Craig and his helpers, and a great thing for the club. And hopefully this year we'll have some of these players accepting their heritage certificates, which will be good to welcome to the game. So hopefully, might see it in London, hopefully definitely see it at the Swinton game, and we're really looking forward to the 2023 season. Thank you.